Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. I found an interesting story, a couple articles, both from the Daily Mail. It's about Boston's woke Democrat Mayor Michelle Wu plans secret no whites Christmas party. An aide accidentally sent a group email invite meant only for the electeds of color. I thought we got over, didn't we desegregate in like the 50s? It was 70 years ago. I don't understand why somebody, especially a person of color, would want to resegregate. What's going on with these woke universities? As a fan of desegregation, I'm questioning this person's motives, and I doubt that she should be able to remain the mayor, right? I mean, let's just look into this story because this sounds insane on the surface. Democrat mayor of Boston has sparked outrage after inviting city councilors to a holiday party intended only for electeds of color. Michelle Wu's invitation for the December 13th Electeds of Color holiday party appeared to have been sent out to all councilors in error by her aide, Denise Dos Santos. Dos Santos followed up the email 15 minutes later apologizing for the invite, clarifying that it was only meant for the city's 6 councilors of color. The 7 white council members were not welcome. Could you imagine if it was just the other way around? I wanted to apologize for my previous email regarding a holiday party for tomorrow, Dos Santos, a black woman, wrote. I did send that to everyone by accident, and I apologize if my email may have offended or came across as so. Sorry for any confusion this may have caused. It certainly offended a bunch of people. It's offended me, and I wasn't even included in it. There's no apology for actually planning to host a racially segregated party. Wu was slammed by outgoing city councilor Frank Baker, who told the Boston Herald that it was unfortunate and divisive, to say the least, right? To say the least, unfortunate and divisive. To me, it's racist and setting our country back 75 years. Here's a look at the actual email. Honorable members, on behalf of Mayor Michelle Wu, I cordially invite you and a guest to the Electeds of Color holiday party on Wednesday, December 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Parkman House, 33 Beacon Street. Let me know if you plan to attend and if you have any dietary restrictions. Best, Denise Dos Santos. The move quickly divided Boston's city council, with some saying they were not offended by the party while others questioned Wu's judgments. Well, the ones that aren't offended, they're woke as well. I don't know how else you could say it other than this is completely racist and divisive. So there's 13 of them and 7 were not invited to the party. Is there a party that's going to have everybody included, or is there going to be a whites only party? It would just be the opposite, right? I mean, we're just trying to be equal, aren't we? If one group gets a party, shouldn't the other group get a party? It's so stupid. Wu was elected mayor of Boston in November 2021, becoming the city's first female and first Asian American mayor. I can't wait till we get over all these firsts, right? It's like a badge of honor to have elected the first. I remember all the people that were basically saying they were going to vote for Obama simply because he was the first. It didn't have anything to do with how good he was or how smart he was or his policies or anything like that. And it's bad for our country. We need to elect the best people, the most qualified people. And I'm really looking forward to getting over all these, firsts, because it is 2023. We're about to be in 2024, of course. And people are over this. People my age, I'm in my 40s. And you shouldn't say my age probably, but people in my age grew up, post Martin Luther King. I memorized the I Have a Dream speech in 5th grade. Being inclusive is normal. I don't understand the want or will to segregate again. If you can explain it to me, then I'll happily listen. It just seems inappropriate for 2023, especially coming out of a leader, mayor's office. I mean, get real, right? Michael McCormack said Wu's hosting an exclusive party is not typical of her office and argued former mayors Tom Menino and Ray Flynn would have invited the entire chamber. The problem is that Boston and race, unfortunately, are synonymous, McCormack said. I'm just hoping it was a mistake and not something that everyone in the mayor's office should be proud of. Well, it wasn't a mistake, And these people are certainly proud of it. They went ahead and had their party. Even after this story leaked to the press, WUC's spokesperson Ricardo Patron said on Wednesday that the mayor was asked to host the annual party by the Electeds of Color group, and the host and location changes each year. Okay, well then you say no. You don't say, no, sorry, I'm not going to have a party, a racist party, for one group and exclude people. Especially the elected city council. We're all going to have a party together, and don't come at me with this racist, divisive bullcrap ever again, or I will see to it that you guys are out, right? She's the mayor. But no, she went with it, right? He said the party was just one of a number of that were happening over the festive season, and Wu was planning a larger holiday party next week for all of her cabinet members, city councils, and the entire legislature. So the city council members still aren't going to get their exclusive city council meeting or party, right? They just get the one for everybody. Baker said he didn't see the additional exclusive party as a good move, given heightened tensions in the city council, but said he was not personally offended. Of course, he has to say he's not personally offended, otherwise he's going to get labeled something, you know? I mean, and then so check out this other article. The Daily Mail made it a big giant picture, and they changed all their headers and stuff like that for this one, so forgive me, I got to move my little box here, but moment-defiant Boston Mayor Michelle Wu arrives to host her No Whites holiday party. Despite criticism, the Electeds of Color party is divisive. Unrepentant city leader says she's honored to be part of the group. And what a title, right? It's weird. Anyways, move myself back down, I guess, here. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu was defiant in face of waves of criticism over administration's Electeds of Color holiday party that was held in a city-owned building on Wednesday night. Oh, so it is on the taxpayers. Speaking alongside Russell Holmes, Wu claimed to some of the media that some of the folks who are concerned might also just not have all the information. Well, what are we missing? Let us know what the rest of the information is, and don't just call us wrong. We're seeking truth and information here. It seems on the surface that you're being super racist with your little, non-white party. Outside the venue, Wu and Holmes defended the No Whites event and said there are countless examples of representative groups based on race, with both citing the Congressional Black Caucus in Washington, D.C. as an example. I can understand some might be confused or worried if certain people weren't being invited at all or were being left out of any type of celebration, but I assure you, everyone in the Boston City Council has gotten an invitation to multiple types of events and holiday parties, Wu said. That doesn't matter, lady. What don't you understand about that? You can't segregate people based on their color. I'm pretty sure it's against the law. But let's just read more. The segregated holiday party for electeds of color has been held for years in Boston, but came under scrutiny this year after an email invitation was sent to all 13 members of the city council, only for them to be rescinded from the 7 white councilors 15 minutes later. It only came under scrutiny this year because the rest of the people found out that it was happening. They've been having this secret little party, every year before this, but now that it's out in the open, they act like it's no big deal. She even said it was a mistake, that it wasn't intended to be sent to all 13 members. So they know that they're dividing, they know that they're segregating, and they know what they're doing. I mean, didn't they just admit to it? Rep. Holmes chimed in during the impromptu press conference. The controversy really should be that this is the first time that we've had a woman mayor and a person of color and Asian elected here in the city, he said. I don't know what that means. None of that matters. What matters to me is how good of a job she does and how she treats people. And right here, she's failing to include everybody, which is a failure to treat people properly. But anyways, let's read a little bit further. Democratic Councilor Frank Baker, who is white, disagreed. I do find it divisive, but what are you going to do about it? You don't want me at a party? I'm not going to come to a party. I find it unfortunate that with the temperature the way it is, that we would further that division, Baker told the Boston Herald in separate remarks. I can certainly understand with both of those points. I don't want to go to a party that I'm not invited to, but then you have to understand, sir, this is her telling you that she doesn't want you at any of the parties. She's showing her true colors here. So don't go to any of the parties that she invites you to, because she technically doesn't want you to. She's only doing it because she has to. The party that she really wants to have is this one, the No Whites Included party. It sounds like there's already some racial tensions or something like that going on in the Boston City Council. Being unaware of her situation and doing this, shows me even further that she is not qualified for the job that she has. I don't know where these voters came from that elected her, but it's back to, like I said, she's the first Asian female whatever mayor, right? I mean, all these stupid firsts get to the wrong, are getting the wrong people elected, the wrong people hired. It's a virtue signal, something that we haven't heard for a while. It's a woke virtue signal from big organizations, big tech, big government, and the people just follow suit. The party violated at least the spirit of the Massachusetts Public Accommodations Law, Battenfield added, referencing a state law that bans making any distinction, discrimination, or restriction in admission or to treatment in a place of public accommodation based on race. The mayor's office has insisted that they did not use taxpayer money for the event. However, the party did use city resources because it was held at a city-owned Parkman house. Wu, the city's first non-white mayor, was unapologetic outside the event last night, defending it as she claimed some of the folks who are concerned might also just not have all the information. However, the Democrat did not clarify what additional information the public was missing. Like I said, she added that her office also held holiday parties that the entire city council and all our elected colleagues have been invited to. So the thing that's lost on her in this is, what if a white mayor invited the 7 white city council members and this email leaked? This email got sent to the whole group. How do you think that would be treated by the press? How do you think that would be treated by the sheep? Not certainly the way that this story is being treated, right? But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this something that is no big deal? Or is this something that should get this lady possibly removed from office? I kind of think she should be, because elected leaders in this country, 70 years past desegregation, shouldn't be resegregating. They shouldn't be divisive like this at all, in my opinion, right? But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.